Welcome to Module 2. Here, we shift from theory to practice. Microeconomic policy applies the principles of consumer choice, firm behavior, and market structures to solve real-world challenges. Governments intervene in markets to promote efficiency, equity, stability, and growth. In this module, we will study taxation, regulation, competition policy, redistribution, globalization, demographic changes, and institutional economics. Section 1. Taxation and Public Policy. Taxation is one of the most powerful tools of macroeconomic policy. It funds public goods and redistributes income, but it also distorts behavior. Optimal taxation theory seeks a balance between efficiency and equity. Tax incidence: who really bears the burden of a tax, consumers, producers, or both? Trade-offs: between progressive taxation and incentives for work and investment. Consumption versus income taxation, implications for savings and economic growth. Policy challenges include broadening the tax base, minimizing avoidance, and adapting systems to globalization and digital economies. Section 2. Regulation and market intervention. Governments regulate markets to correct failures and protect consumers. Examples include price controls, minimum wages or rent ceilings. Quantity restrictions, quotas in agriculture or fisheries. Environmental regulations, pollution taxes, emission standards, and cap and trade. Financial market oversight, to prevent crises and protect investors. Good regulation balances efficiency with fairness, avoiding overregulation that stifles innovation. Section 3. Competition and antitrust policy. Healthy competition promotes efficiency and innovation. Antitrust policies aim to prevent monopolistic practices, collusion, and abuse of market power. Merger control, assessing whether mergers harm consumers. Cartel detection, punishing firms that coordinate to raise prices. Abuse of dominance, stopping firms from unfairly excluding rivals. Competition policy ensures markets remain dynamic and fair, benefiting consumers and small businesses alike. Section 4. Income distribution and social policy. Markets may produce efficient outcomes but not necessarily fair ones. Governments often intervene to redistribute income. Social welfare functions, frameworks for assessing inequality. Redistribution tools, progressive taxation, transfers, and subsidies. Poverty alleviation, targeted programs such as food assistance or housing support. Universal basic income debates, balancing equity and incentives. The challenge lies in reducing inequality without harming productivity. Section 5. Globalization and demographic challenges. Modern macroeconomic policy must adapt to global and demographic shifts. Globalization creates opportunities through trade and investment, but also risks of inequality and job losses. Demographic change: aging populations affect pensions, healthcare, and labor markets. Migration reshapes labor supply, wages, and cultural integration. Technology, automation, and digital platforms alter traditional labor market dynamics. Microeconomic policy must be forward-looking, anticipating structural changes. Section 6. Institutional economics and policy effectiveness. Institutions, rules, norms, and governance structures shape economic outcomes. Property rights: secure ownership encourages investment. Contract enforcement promotes trust and reduces transaction cost. Corruption control ensures resources are allocated efficiently. Policy credibility: stable and transparent institutions encourage long-term investment. Without strong institutions, even well-designed macroeconomic policies may fail. In this module, we examine the application of macroeconomic theory to taxation, regulation, competition, redistribution, globalization, demographic issues, and institutional economics. These insights show how macroeconomics shapes policy choices and influences daily life. Course conclusion. This course on advanced macroeconomic theory and policy was delivered in 2 modules. Module 1 explored advanced theoretical foundations, including consumer and producer behavior, market structures, game theory, welfare economics, and market failures. Module 2 focused on policy applications, from taxation and regulation to redistribution, globalization, and the role of institutions. At its core, advanced microeconomics seeks to explain how resources are allocated and how policies can improve outcomes when markets fall short. By understanding both theory and practice, you are better prepared to analyze, critique, and contribute to macroeconomic policy debates in an increasingly complex and interconnected world.